Hey everybody, this is Stratagem, and today we're gonna watch My Little Pony Generation 5 Make Your Mark Chapter 4 Episode 7, the final episode of Chapter 4, I suppose. And this one's called Missing the Mark. So again, this is recorded immediately after A Little Horse, the previous episode. Let's read the little blurb here. Spark is in trouble. The main five must join forces with Misty to battle the evil Opalyn and stop her from capturing Dragonfire, if they can trust Misty. So yeah, Opalyn finally reveals herself to the main characters. Misty will be ousted as a, helper of Opalyn, as a villain helper, whatever you want to call this. And yeah, she'll become the final main character. So this goes a bit fast here. Maybe not all that fast, but it feels a bit fast seeing how so far the Opalyn storyline and the main five storylines have always been completely separated, with only Misty being the link between those two sides. But yeah, it seems like we are getting to a head, and this might shake things up a little bit here, if Misty is actually gonna switch sides here. Which, yeah, that's kind of what's gonna happen. Anyhow, not much to say, so as usual, let me remind you to leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. You can also follow me on Mastodon, DeviantArt, and Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, thanks to my patrons who support the channel directly. You can find the links to all those sites down in the description below. And of course, this is a Netflix reaction, so we're gonna have the timer in the top left corner and the subtitles in the lower section of the video, so you can hopefully sync up this reaction with the actual episode over on Netflix. And with that out of the way, let's not waste any more time. Here we go. Badum. And it's a normal length episode. That's kind of weird. I mean, we had a two-parter premiere, but just a short end here. Sparky's opinion on her changes also quite a bit. But while that escalated quickly, she just captured Sparky, just like that. That's what I mean with sometimes things go fast. Now, I'm quite a bit behind with Tell Your Tale, so maybe they did things there. If they did, screw you guys, seriously. It is so hard to keep up with which episode to watch when. So that's on me then, but it's mostly on the showrunners for chaos. So, missing the mark. Also, is she gonna get her cutie mark? That might happen. Probably a common occurrence. Yeah, he kinda does. Just morning. Yeah, you seem very non-panicky. Oh, this room again. You know, Zip. Yeah. But yes, that would have been a good opportunity to tell the others about the alicorn and the stealing magic and all that. It was kind of disgusting, yeah. And now it's time for betrayal. Oh, the flying works again. No, she doesn't. Maybe something that doesn't... Yeah, especially with your useless magic. You know, you might want to invest in a regular cage. Yeah, we should. So I predict Misty is gonna run to them and tell them. Yeah, time for her sudden but inevitable betrayal. So she's gonna inform the main five before Opalin betrays her. Ah, yeah, that tree. The time for calm is over. Yeah, go there now, ask questions later. Well, she could have done it with scrying. Yeah. But even without scrying, you live stream a lot. Well, Pip does. Stop the humming. No, he's kind of hanging out of the window, so he's not really in there. Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting the turnaround after Opalin betrays her. As was to be expected. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, your magic's a bit unreliable. That makes sense. Anti-magic field. A background. Yeah, and of no use. Cutie mark time. And it's actually a butterfly. Really? And stab Oberlin with that stick there. But yeah, Oberlin got some of that magic. So last name is confirmed. Probably centuries. Yeah. Just throw rocks at her. Or books or whatever. It's time for rainbow lasers. Oh, captured her. What you gonna do with her? I mean, Oberlin's probably gonna notice that you have your mark. Yeah, you will have to hide that mark. Yeah, they didn't take the stone. They didn't bring that stone with them. Huh. So Opalin now stays there as a... That kind of looks like a siren. That is the true form sirens. Yeah. Okay, that was kind of faster and I want to say a bit anticlimactic, really. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said last episode was kind of uneventful. This is exactly what I mean. You have the penultimate episode is Pip is sick. Oh no. Anyway. And then the next episode we start with, oh yeah, the dragon is already stolen. It's like, what are you doing, guys? So yeah, now the cat is out of the bag on every single level. Realistically saying we have several problems now. And that is one, Opalin, we know where you live. And we know the extent of your powers. So that's bad for her. And also vice versa, well, Opalin has some of her powers now. And again, all she does is disappoint me. So she was all ready to get rid of Sparky because he had outlived his usefulness. Which, okay, fine, she's the villain. That's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Except she was wrong again. Opalin still has that Dragonstone thing, which she used to steal the magic with. And she has absorbed most or all of the magic from the stone into herself. So she has drained Sparky of all his magic. But Sparky is recovering. That means he probably is also getting his magic and stuff back. Which means killing him was a stupid idea. Just keep him around and drain him every other week. You know? You don't slaughter the cow if you want to milk it. Or however that saying goes. I don't know. There's a saying something like that. Maybe it was chickens and eggs. I don't know. But yeah, if Sparky just recovers his magic, then keep him around. Jeez, it's like you have literally an unlimited source of power then. No? Why would you do that? God damn it, Opalin. So yeah, so we now have Opalin as a persistent threat in the background. I mean, like she was before, but now she can probably even do things, and the others know that, the main characters know that she is around and where she is and what she's doing and all that. So, that's definitely something. Where will this go from here? Like, this feels like things are really going into a, well, maybe not new direction, but this kind of feels like a bit of a new start here for the coming chapters. We got our 6th main character. We now have a present and possibly threatening villain all the time there. Yeah, this is pretty much the biggest shift in the status quo that we had since the movie. Well, the movie and the first episodes of the show when Opalin's existence was introduced. We didn't have that much change before, but now we have this massive shift in, well, probably in how the series is gonna work. It's gonna be structured as, and that's the thing with having this fixed, established, and known villain. That's something that we didn't really have before. Villains were there, but for the most part, the characters didn't really know that they were doing anything. I mean, season 5, they knew Starlight was around, but they didn't really expect her to make a move. Chrysalis has been around for a while. Yeah, and then final season, they didn't know that Grogar and friends were planning things. They only found it out in the finale. But now we have an established villain that they know about, and they know that this villain is active. So this is not a Philly Fantasia random situation in which the characters aren't really, the main characters aren't really aware that the villain is there and plotting. No, they know. They know now. They encountered Opalin. Interesting. The problem is this really kind of, it makes it hard to have slice of life inconsequential episodes, really, because there's always this looming threat, and if it's now still only Zip who's doing the research and everything, that's gonna be weird. So they kind of have to change things here. Make Sunny definitely more active, maybe really learn to get a grip on her powers. We've seen it to a lesser degree before that she has tried that, but maybe she should try in earnest now, knowing that she will need her powers at some point. And yeah, very strange. Also what Opalin said there, so dragons were quote-unquote asleep. I mean, that was something that actually G4 had established, that dragons will just go into a hibernation state for centuries probably. So dragons making a comeback now that magic is back. I guess that's might be our first non-pony species that's gonna be introduced, maybe. I'm kind of curious to see how this is gonna play out, because realistically they can't move on the way that they did before. Things kind of have to change now, you know. Anyhow, I think that's it from me for today. As always, I have been Stratagem. Thanks for watching, and see ya next time.